So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoy the story. Let's have some fun.
Okay.
What?
Finally got
Sorry.
we finally got one of the sons of bitches that killed Lev, but it could have ended badly. I don't want to lose anyone else. And I don't understand why these assholes are so obsessed with the prince, but we need to find her fast and stop these nut jobs before it's too late. We need to hurry.
All right. So what we'll do, just for the sake of how this is playing out, is everyone's sort of standing around thinking. Maybe Alejandro, Colette, everyone is kind of huddled together, and Sparta, just while he was thinking about everything, was maybe off to the side a little. But Colette, because one thing that Alejandro said right when we were ending was that our backup didn't show up. So Colette is gonna look over at Alejandro and say, yeah, they backup should have been here by now. And the fact that backup is not here means that maybe they're tied up elsewhere.
Yeah, we gotta go. There's when did we call the backup? Like an hour ago or something?
Probably, at least, yeah. We don't really know where to go. We should probably go to the Elysium and see if anyone is there, if anybody has been there, what exactly is going on, and I think maybe go from there, because where do we go? We don't really know what's happening.
I think starting with the Elysium is the best idea.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
Let's
Well,
go.
let's get in the car. There's a lot of us, so yikes. She's gonna get in the front. She's gonna get in the driver's seat. No,
No.
we have one.
We got one.
It's fine.
Poor
We're
Penelope and Ashley are stuck in the back seat with some really big people.
Who's in the front? Oh,
Ashley's gonna sit in the front.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course. What the
Hello?
fuck did I even ask that for?
Come on.
Like,
Duh.
Seriously, no, duh. I had a
Shotgun.
brain fart. Sorry.
Yeah, she'll definitely be in the front with her boo thing. Someone's getting in the trunk. It's fine. Penelope will sit in the trunk space. She's little.
Yeah.
I could just see like Penelope sitting on Sparta's lap, like. You guys all funnel into the car some way. You find your space, and you start making your way to the Elysium, which you are quite a ways away from, because it took a good 30-some minutes to get, to that location. So,
Yeah.
probably I'd say around 45 minutes it'll take you to get back. So, as you guys are driving along, Colette is going to ask Nyx to play the recording again. She wants to like listen to it again while you guys are driving. So I'm assuming Nyx will play the recording. So you guys will just listen to the recap again, which basically would have been the conversations that Nyx had with them, and ending with Isaiah having that conversation with Sophia. She just wants to listen to it again and try to see if there's maybe anything that she missed. So whenever it's done playing, she's gonna look in the rearview mirror and say, Alejandro, what are your thoughts about maybe who the target is or where they might be?
It seems like they want to target the prince, flat out. And as for this whole shebang that happened, this was a decoy.
That's what I'm thinking as well.
The fact that no one came from backup when, we knew that the guy was here means there's more than likely a full-out fucking war in the city right now. Fair enough, we took out one of their strongest.
Yeah,
possibly
good job,
one of their
guys.
strongest thing. But at this point, I don't know what we're gonna be meeting. I don't know what's gonna happen in the city. I don't know what's going on with Lindsay. I don't even know what the fuck that body was that Ronaldo and them that we looked when we went there. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The only people I trust are in this vehicle right now.
Well, I think it would make sense that the prince would go to the Elysium, because when we called for backup, we specifically told them that the enemy was here. So I feel like the prince would have gone to the Elysium to keep updated, because it's not exactly easy to reach her.
We didn't update the prince.
Yeah, I think we talked to Lindsay, didn't we? No?
We reached out. Well, Penelope reached out to someone that was getting in touch with Lindsay.
Yeah. That's what I remember.
So, I mean, I would assume that Katalina would have been updated as well. But I don't know, because we've been here and dealing with this. We don't know what's happening back home. We don't know if our message was interrupted or interfered, or anything could have happened. That's why I think that it would be smart to start at the Elysium and see if we can get any information. So right now we're kind of just shooting in the dark of where to go. But I think it's been made pretty clear that Katalina is the intended target of whatever's going on tonight. So, but we don't know where she is, so we can't necessarily do anything about that right now.
And let's just hope we're not too late.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know who to trust at this point, apart from you three.
Well, I guess we can't really speculate until we get to the Elysium and understand what the hell is happening. The question, off character, is the way over to the Elysium, does it cut through Tremere territory?
No.
No.
You would be going through the Toreador and then get to the Ventru. Because where Jefferson sits right here onto New Orleans, and the top left part of that is Toreador territory. Tremere is more.
Just making sure, because I still want that paralyzed.
Oh no. Sadly, you'll cut through.
I was if it's gonna cut through it, I'm gonna stop
by.
it.
No.
Get it?
Sadly,
Damn.
no. You'll head through Toreador territory. And then
Damn it.
into Ventru.
It
from
would have
there.
been like useful, especially if we're
Yeah.
getting into another fucking shit show.
Definitely would have come in
Definitely.
handy for another fight, but nope.
No.
But from after the Elysium, you don't know where you're heading next, so you could always make a pit stop if you need to,
True.
depending on where you
Hopefully
guys are
nothing is
going.
going on at Elysium.
We'll see.
That's the thing. I'm sketched out, Jenna.
Another boss fight.
Great.
I mean, at this point, we just need to prepare the best we can. We don't know what we're gonna be meeting. We don't know who the fuck we're facing. We don't know who the fuck to trust. And we don't know who's been controlling who.
I think that's the thing. Like, there has been a lot of manipulation, and until we figure that out, it's gonna be difficult to like feel like we're ahead. Unfortunately.
I think that being open and honest right now is the best thing we can do, right? You guys agree on that?
I agree.
Alondra's gonna look back to Penelope. Yo, Penelope, who did you contact? To contact Lindsay.
One of her bodyguards.
All right.
What exactly are you
you know-
suggesting?
Well, considering a lot of people have been manipulated and controlled, how do we know that this bodyguard isn't being manipulated?
We don't.
All we can do is be prepared, and if we have to, smash anybody that gets in our way.
Nix is gonna cut.
Yeah, pretty
like,
much.
Just laugh a little bit. Not gonna-
Like you said, we don't know who we can really trust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think there's also like filling our heads with paranoias is definitely not going to help us process clearly everything that is happening. So let's try to be grounded and like not necessarily point fingers towards everybody. I do agree with everybody that it's a situation where we don't really know who we can trust or not. But at the same time, not trusting anybody can also be detrimental to, what we're trying to do.
So I think whatever we find next, we know that we can at least trust each other.
Yeah.
And obviously, when push comes to shove, we have each other's backs. This was just proven. And I think we'll be fine as long as we work together. Continuing like we have been.
I agree. We are going to make it through this.
So you guys will continue on your way. And when you get to the Elysium, she will park in one of her usual spots along the street. And you guys will get out of the car and start making your way into the Elysium. When you walk through the courtyard area, there's no one, which isn't necessarily strange. Sometimes there's people there, sometimes there isn't. It doesn't necessarily indicate anything, but you guys will all get out and start walking in. Ashley and Penelope are not going to follow you guys. They're going to go around the building and go in the little VIP entrance.
The other entrance.
Yeah. Which they'll like say, hey, we're gonna go in from, like this way and check, and see if they see anything different or find anything or anyone up there, because that's kind of a section that you guys aren't really allowed to go into. So they're gonna go that way and sort of search that area and see if they find anyone or anything. So as you guys walk in through the courtyard area, there's no one. You guys will continue on and go down the stairs into the familiar area, and then you will Colette is going to just make her way straight to where Roman is, because she knows that that's where she needs to go and talk to him. So she'll walk in, and Roman is sitting there, and he'll kind of look up like he usually does. Oh, Colette. Like, he's the same every time. It's like a warm welcome. Oh, Colette, hello. Like, someone came to visit me, even though you're not actually here to see me. Poor Roman. He's just on desk duty all the time. So, she'll walk up and she'll just be like, hey, Roman, has Lindsay been here tonight? Oh yeah, she was here earlier. She came by. There was a letter that was left for her by someone, and then she left right after. Okay. Are you gonna ask him what letter?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
And who delivered it?
It was here when I got here, and I didn't look at it, of course. That would be wrong of me.
Have you happened to see Katalina tonight?
Oh, I haven't. No. She doesn't usually come by unless there's business to attend to or if someone needs to speak to her.
Do you happen to know where she might be?
Katalina?
Yeah.
I would imagine she's at her residence. Perhaps. I'm not really sure. Did you need to speak with her? I can call her.
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, why not at this point? I call her and Lindsay, please. Lindsay hasn't been back since when was she here? And he's gonna be like, it was like really early in the night. She was here shortly after I was, so pretty close to sunset, and then she left, and I haven't seen her. So he's gonna, as he's like saying that, he's gonna open the little weird box doohickey with all the buttons, and he's gonna push the buttons for Katalina and Lindsay. And he's like, is there anyone
13.
else? Yes, Lindsay is 13. Katalina is 1. Is there anyone else you would like me to call, or? No, just those two. It's really important that we speak with them. Okay. He closes the little box back up and just kind of like looks at you guys like, is there anything else I can help you with?
Mm,
Um,
I think that's all. Nick, Sparta, Colette, can I talk to you guys for a second?
yeah. Also, quick reminder, because I don't remember, what's everybody's hunger at?
2.
2? I think Colette's either at 2 or 3, because I think I failed a rouse check.
I'm at 2.
I'm Gucci.
I think she's at 3.
I'm
Okay.
Gucci.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Colette was at 3.
I think she was at 3. Colette is going to go into the refreshments room, and she's going to feed. She's going to be like, yeah, just, like, give me a second. And she's going to go feed and get her hunger back down to 1. So she'll do that real quick. And then, so her hunger's at 1. Then she'll come back out and meet you guys wherever.
So, being huddled up, Alejandro's gonna look at everyone. Something doesn't seem right. And what the hell was in that letter?
I agree. I know we called them, but do we really have time to just stand around and wait?
Where would you like to go?
Yeah, where are we going? I think this is like the best and safest place.
I'd say give a half hour, and then if they're not here, then you're gonna start have to search around.
Yeah, I mean, I agree that I don't necessarily like sitting around and waiting, but we have no leads as of right now, and if they're on their way here and we leave, that just prolongs us talking to them and getting any information that might actually be helpful. So we'll wait. If they don't show up or if it starts taking too long, then yeah, we'll kind of take that as our let's go do something. Because maybe something is actually wrong. You know what I mean? So.
And I'd like I said in the car, I'd like to know who Penelope actually contacted.
I guess that's all we can do. Worst case scenario, we could always go to her residence.
Yeah, just a Kool-Aid man your way in there. It's not gonna end well.
Probably shouldn't Kool-Aid your way into the prince's house.
Yeah, I don't think
Let's
that's a good
knock.
idea.
Knock first.
Okay, I'll count to 10.
Wait. Okay, Colette, do you still have the notes for Lindsay's safe house?
The notes? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah,
The
like how to open
instructions?
the secret. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a thought. We'll have to make a detour to see if that crossbow is still there.
We could.
It's not a bad idea.
It's not that far. It's like 5 minutes from here.
That thing would be
Let's go.
useful.
What if that thing is not there?
Who cares? Then it's not there.
Well, we could use it.
I mean, it's not going to hurt to grab it.
Yeah. I mean, we can go by. She's gonna text Ashley because they haven't come down yet. And after a minute or so, Ashley and Penelope will come walking down the stairs. And Colette's gonna go over to them and ask them, like, if they found anything. Which Penelope will share that they ran into Nicholas, one of the elders, he was upstairs and they were talking to him and asking him if he had been in contact with anyone tonight, Lindsay or Catalina or anything. And he reported that he hadn't seen them tonight. So that's really the only information. There was no one else up there except for Nicholas. So you guys will sort of just kind of wait around because it does take a little while for this old ancient communicating. It's not as nice as having your cell phones and just quickly texting and calling people. This is like old school pigeon service. So, I'd say probably around 20 minutes go by, 25 minutes. And at that point, Colette is going to be like, I don't know if I want to continue waiting. Something just doesn't feel right. I say, let's head over to the safe house, and I don't know.
Yeah, we've been waiting here for a while now, and normally they come pretty quickly. I honestly agree. I think we should just go and get a little bit of extra stuff and make our, I don't know, try to retrace our tracks and see if it gets us somewhere. Go to Catalina's place.
Okay.
I agree.
Let's go.
As we're leaving, Sparta's going to look at the others and say, do you think Lindsay has some grenades at her safe house?
Maybe. I don't know. There was a lot of drawers. So, you guys are going to start heading toward the car. And when you guys get upstairs into like the courtyard area, when you guys will be met by Ronaldo. He's going to be walking up with a couple of people with him. And he looks kind of surprised to see you. He's, oh, hi. What are you guys doing here?
We're looking for Lindsay and Catalina.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense. This would be a place they would be.
We think that there might be something going on tonight.
What do you mean?
Well, we just came from a house where we came across Isaiah and Vincent and Violet. And they said they were coming to kill the prince.
Oh. Well, that's certainly interesting. He's gonna... Go ahead.
Didn't necessarily say that straightforward, but I guess that's what the implication was.
Oh.
Just to make it clear.
Okay. He looks like a little nervous. He's like, oh, God. And he's going to look over at you, Nyx, and he's going to be like, oh, by the way, and he's going to open his robe, and he has a little vial thing, and he's going to hand it to you. As you requested.
So I appreciate it. So how does this work?
You just, there's kind of like a brush inside of there, and you can just brush it onto your weapon, and it should last between like 3 to 5 hours from when it was applied. It'll
Awesome.
dry, like give it a second to kind of dry. And yeah.
Does it work on everything?
I don't know what you mean.
Any object?
Well, I don't see why not.
Or just...
I wouldn't put it on your body. That might hurt.
No, I'm thinking more bullets.
Seems tedious, but sure. I'm not sure that it would be that effective if it's going to be coming, I feel like it would get scraped off when you shot it.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's what what are you doing here, Ronaldo?
I was just coming for a visit.
Were you summoned here?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I don't suppose you happen to know where Catalina might be tonight, Ronaldo.
Awkward sauce.
Yeah, have you
Turtle.
heard of...
We think she might be at her residence, but we're not sure.
Oh, Catalina. Well, she's likely either at her house or maybe with Imani. I'm not sure. I know she usually spends a lot of times with Imani, so she might be with her. Not really sure. I'm not her keeper, so.
In case we have to meet up with them, where would we find Imani?
If she's not at Catalina's house, she's usually somewhere in our domain, whether it's at her house or, we have a lot of land. She doesn't venture out of our domain a lot unless she's with Catalina or here. She prefers to stay in our territory. So if you are looking for her, I would start there and probably at her house in the barn. She usually spends a lot of time in the barn practicing rituals and things, voodoo shit, as you call it.
Well, thank you for everything, but I do think we need to go. It is a little bit time sensitive at the moment.
Oh, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't let me keep you. I hope you know what. Just be careful.
We will.
Never know what you might find out there.
All right, guys, you ready?
Let's go.
Bye, Ronaldo.
Bye.
Thank you, Ronaldo. I appreciate you.
Alejandro's gonna just side eye tickle it and
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
say with whisper, but lip read whisper something's fucked.
Yeah, she's gonna definitely pick up on that energy, and once you guys are in the car, she's gonna be like, well, Ronaldo was especially awkward tonight. That was weird.
That was very odd.
What do you mean? He's
for
always weird.
For someone who stresses as much as he does, the fact that we literally just told
oddly
him that,
calm.
Uh-huh.
And when you guys get back in the car, if you look back over, Ronaldo and the two Tremere that were with him are just standing there looking at you guys, smiling. They haven't moved. They're just watching you guys.
Do you guys think we should be worried?
I don't know if worried is the right word, but that was. I mean, I agree. Ronaldo's a weird guy, but that was a little extra on the weird side tonight. He something felt off about that whole conversation.
I kind of felt like when we went there, the thing was yesterday or 2 days ago. Like he was all awkward, nervous, or whatever, and now he's all of a sudden calm. And we literally told him that the prince is being targeted, and he was calm.
That did seem a little weirder than normal.
Poor Ronaldo. Everyone's like, the guy's fucking weird.
I mean, he's a little, out there, but I like him. He's fun, but he definitely was acting really freaking strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Colette's gonna start driving as you guys are chatting, and she's gonna be like, "Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's happening anymore. Everything. Maybe our senses like off, or are we just like freaked out? So like everything is weird to us, or I don't know.
I mean, with everything that's been going on, mind controls and mind wipes and weird shit happening and fighting off fucking ancient kindred. Mexico? Anyone?
Starting to be more and more appealing.
Starting to really be.
Sounds like a good idea.
Let them handle it. We go to Mexico, have a couple of margaritas. I
thought drinking was not a good thing, apart from blood,
Does it count as a margarita if you feed on somebody that's drinking a margarita?
We could have a Bloody Mary.
Funny.
Or a bloodrita?
Sorry, guys. Colette's like proud of her joke, but like
yeah, now honestly,
I hate myself.
Okay, I'm just gonna say one thing at this point. There's one thing I miss about the police force, and that's Air One. It would be so much easier to find people having a goddamn chopper.
I mean, we could probably arrange that, but So it only takes a few minutes for you guys to actually get to this place because it is right down the street. So you guys are back at what was it called? Margaret's Inn? Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Margaret's Inn, which is the little castle hotel for Lindsay's safe house. And you guys go into the room 13. And Colette goes into the bathroom and does a little sequence of thingies to open the little chamber and head down into the safe house. So you guys go in and go down the little hallway to go into the little armory that was in there. And when you step into the armory, it is completely empty. There is not a single thing in the room.
This was full the other night.
Yeah.
Colette's gonna like start opening drawers and looking.
I'm just gonna start doing the same. Just
completely
nothing here.
Nothing.
The only reason
Nix
somebody
is gonna
would
go
need...
to the bathroom really fast and start like putting that shit on her main blade. She's like gonna start like.
It's like, okay, all right, it's time.
I'm like, okay, it's time right now. It's time.
These bitches got all kinds of. Yep, it's time. It's time.
It's getting weirder and weirder. I'm not taking any chances now. Fuck this shit. No.
Even though it's still the same night, does Sparta have to reactivate everything?
Well, yeah, the stuff that only lasted one scene. Yes. Not all of
Yeah,
your
if it's
stuff
like
lasts all
passive,
night.
like until like all the buffs stay until like the next night, like after you go to bed. If I
Yeah.
not like, for example, if you buff up
The only
like
thing that you
strength
would
and
be
stuff.
able to keep is resilience. Toughness would have worn off because that's only one scene. Resilience is the only thing. The buffs that you did, yeah, I'll let you keep those for the night because it's the same night. But you would have to reactivate toughness because that's only one scene.
If it's only one scene, then I'll hold off on that, but I will activate resilience.
Well, you don't have that's activated. That's passive. That
Yeah,
stays
that's passive.
until you tell me that you've dropped it, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're good on that one. But everything else that, like the buffs, like she said, I think you upped your strength, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
at 7 strength.
yeah, that'll stay. I won't make you lose that because it's the same night. And anyone else that buffed their shit, well, that's the same.
Okay, so everything here has been emptied.
The only reason they would need this many weapons is if they're looking to start a war. So we have a lot of angry people out there somewhere.
But a war on who?
Excuse me. Colette's gonna go around and pull the book. It might take her like a couple of books to like remember which one is which. She's gonna find like the book to open the secret door and go in there and kind of like look around and see if that space seems to have been like cleared out as well. Kind of just like assessing the house and being like, what else is missing, kind of thing, and did they just clear out the weapons or not?
Alejandra is gonna look at Nyx and say, "Nyx,
Yes.
get in here."
Okay. She like just leaves the I guess like the things to dry
To dry, yeah.
on like whatever she can find. I guess a bathroom, it's the safest spot. Goes to Alejandro. Yes?
Could you do your mind vision thing in this room and see who the fuck was in this room?
Mind vision thing.
But yeah, that meditation stuff.
Sure, why not?
Mind vision thing. I love it.
We don't call powers by their powers.
I love that still at this point in the campaign we're just like we don't.
What was it? It was Auspex and Wits and Auspex?
Resolve and Auspex.
Resolve and Auspex. Oh, it doesn't matter.
And one rouse check.
One rouse check?
Yeah.
I'm hungrier. I'm at 3.
Okay.
She growls a little bit as she's like sitting there.
Making me do this shit. I'm just kidding.
Without me, yeah, rude. 4 successes.
4 successes. All right. What are you focusing your mind on? Just who was in here last?
Just seeing, yeah, who threaded around this room and cleared it up. Like, so kind of know what the fuck is going on here. Who the fuck came over? Cleaning services over here.
Okay. So you sort of sit down and take that familiar, relaxing kind of stance to center yourself and your mind as you focus on the room and who was in here last and what happened. And your vision slowly begins to fade into something else. And as you're sitting there, the shelves around you begin to fill with all sorts of weapons and ammo and everything that was in this room before it was cleared out. And at first you only hear voices, but you don't see anyone. You can you hear a male voice sort of ordering people around, telling them, like, hurry up, we don't have much time. Let's get he says, grab everything that's important. And slowly images of people begin to form around you. And in this particular room, there are 2 individuals that appear to be like Lindsay's bodyguards. That's kind of what they appear to be, look like. And they're sort of quickly throwing things into duffel bags and packing things up. And then you see the man that was speaking, and you see a familiar face. You see the same man that you saw outside of Lindsay's bridge safe house thing. The one that came out of the woods, because you would remember him and what he looks like. And he's standing by the door, and he was the one that was like telling them, like, come on, we've got to hurry. We don't have much time. And he looks over his shoulder out of the room, and you hear another voice, but you can't quite make it out. It sounds softer. It doesn't sound like a male's voice. It sounds like a female's voice, but you can't quite make out what they're saying. You can just sort of hear the melody of their voice as he's looking at them. And he looks back in the room and he's like, all right, whatever is left, it doesn't matter. Let's go. And he rushes out of the room, and the 2 people are following behind. But the rest, as they rush out, you look around, and there's still stuff in this room. And as soon as sort of they rush past you, your vision, as you take one last look around the room, your vision begins to fade, and the shelves once again are empty around you, and there stands Sparta and Alejandro.
But there were still things in this room?
Yeah.
But now there's nothing.
Yes.
You guys can see that she's visibly confusion, like really confused. The men that I saw, did they see him? Did they see that guy?
Yeah,
as well?
he was with them. He was like he was like ordering them around, like, come on, let's go, hurry.
No, but the rest of the coterie, or was it just me?
Oh, no. This was all your vision, so you're the only one that can see what's going on.
But the main guy that was ordering around.
No, because he wiped our minds, remember?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Are you asking if they saw...
Yeah.
If they, like, they won't remember him.
So, it's August?
Yeah.
It was August?
Yeah. They won't remember what he looks like or
August
anything.
That came by and cleared everything. Okay. I'm gonna, like, come back to it, and I'm gonna be like, okay, first of all, in my vision, this room wasn't completely empty. So I don't know if I'm not picking up something, or if there's more, or I don't know. Maybe I'm just tired, and I'm hungry now, and just frustrated in general, so maybe that didn't help me be clear. But the guy that messed with your minds when we were looking for Lindsay at her super secret under the bridge hideout was here ordering around, who looked like a few of Lindsay's bodyguards.
Hearing that, Sparta's gonna look at Nyx, and his eyebrows are gonna raise and be like, oh shit.
Yeah, this is not good. It seems like she's gonna kind of like smirk, and she's like, I told Katalina that something was fishy about Lindsay.
You said in your vision the room wasn't completely emptied out,
Yeah.
which means somebody else came back and finished the job.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't see whom. But they were in a hurry. They were rushing this. August was just pressuring everybody to get it done fast and quick. It seemed like they were on a time crunch pretty much.
I think it's time we went to see Catalina at her residence, or go see if she's even there.
Do we even know where Catalina resides?
Colette, do you know?
I don't know. Ashley and Penelope might. Which Ashley and Penelope didn't go into this place with you guys. They're like waiting upstairs.
Let's go talk to Ashley and Penelope. Maybe they will.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to see here, is there?
No, it seems like everything has been cleared out. I went in the room and there's nothing in there. This is like there's no
it's
belongings.
completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like anything that belonged to Lindsay is gone at this point.
Well, let's head back upstairs and see if Ashley and Penelope knows.
Yeah. Nyx is gonna go to the bathroom, pick up her blades. Carefully insert them into the how do you call the sheet? No.
Yeah, sheath.
Yeah.
Sheath? Sheath. Okay. Yeah.
As she comes
herself.
back out.
No, I'm just kidding.
As she comes back out,
Roll
Sparta's
for
gonna
it.
look at Nyx and say, "What will happen if you poke my finger with those?"
Oh, no.
Now it's
no,
not the time for
no,
experimenting.
No.
Let's experiment on our
Enemy.
and see what happens.
By the way, Nyx, did you see if the people in your vision took that crossbow?
I mean, I don't know. I don't even think I was in the same room, right?
You were. You were in that room watching them take all of the weapons. And they didn't take the crossbow, by the way. It was left there. You would have seen it. When you looked around the room at the end and you saw some of the stuff around, the crossbow was still there.
But it's not here now.
But she wants to know if those guys took it in your vision. Or if they left it.
The guys did not take the flaming crossbow.
Interesting.
It was here. They were, I guess, grabbing other stuff, but the crossbow was still here. It doesn't make any sense. Like,
Though there is a look
sense.
of very heavy look of concern on Alonso right now. Like he's dabbling on wanting to tell something, but kind of tries to hold himself.
what's up, Alejandro? I see written in your face the weight of the world on your shoulders. What's going on?
You guys know how I've told you that the only people I trust right now is in this room,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and that doesn't include Penelope and Ashley for a reason.
Okay.
Colette's eyes are gonna like narrow.
I just assumed you didn't trust anybody.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Out of character, would Alejandro be able to tell what happened that night?
You can roll for it.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
you can
let's go.
resist.
You can resist.
Oh,
You can resist. Try to
What do
resist
I
the
have to
bond, I
roll?
guess. Yeah.
I was wondering if that's what you were about to do. Yeah, roll for it. So you need to do a willpower roll. So you'd roll 5 dice. And you need to do. This is going to take a few minutes, you guys. So go ahead and roll 5. Tell me how many successes you get. This might
4
be
successes.
interesting. 4. All right. Roll one more time.
All 5?
Yep.
One success.
And one more time.
Three successes.
Okay. All right. You know what you're about to say. And you sort of have to close your eyes for a minute and you feel this pull inside of you. And you feel your hunger rise as you begin to resist and defy the orders that you previously received from Lindsay about your little agreement and arrangement. So your hunger is going to increase to 3. That's going to be your punishment because you failed one of the 3, but I'm giving you the win because let's fucking do it. So,
Yay, secret time.
you feel the rumble within yourself as you get hungry, resisting, pushing through. You trust these people. And this has been a secret that has been haunting you from the night that Lindsay took away your freedom. And you push through that feeling. And you are able to resist and continue on.
So pretty much tell him to spill out everything.
You can tell them whatever you'd like. You've resisted.
In one breath. Let's go.
Before,
Okay.
The bond comes back.
Okay.
Like speaking in like supersonic speed.
Motel night. Okay. I was never taken by who we're fighting.
What do you mean? I saw you.
I got staked by Penelope.
What?
You? What?
Penelope staked me for Lindsay. I got...
What?
I got thrown to prison. I got thrown to prison.
Colette's literally gonna take a step back because she's like, weird shit's happening right now.
And I don't know how you guys are gonna react to this, but I'm in a full blood bond with Lindsay. I got forced.
What? And you're only now just telling us?
The power of a blood bond is strong. Sparta. It goes against what I believe in. And I'm fighting the beast right now and telling you guys this. Colette, when I said I didn't trust Penelope, it was for this exact reason. That night at the motel when your mind were messed with, she was the one that took me.
But what did Lindsay ever explain to you why?
It was her way of trying to show power.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, what does that mean? Show power? I mean, it was obvious.
She wanted me to become her puppet. So my attitude changed towards her, but it never changed towards anyone else. That's the power of a full blood bond. And it this is goes against everything that our clan stands for. We we really don't like the whole blood bonding thing.
Well, from what have you guys have told me and how much you were adamant that I was doing some fucked up shit when I drank some of Travis's blood, apparently it's something that nobody wants. Unless, I guess. And she looks at Colette. She's like, I don't know what's going on with you and Ashley. Maybe you guys could have one. I don't know how kindred relationships
Um,
work. Romantic kindred
I,
relationships
that
work.
that's understandable. Next, blood bonds can be created mutually. However, for people like me and Colette, it's not something that we personally, our clan is extremely against. We talk about the Camarilla and how they like to follow the rules.
I really
This
wish
is
you would
one of
stop
our.
clumping my beliefs with yours.
I don't really
Doesn't
know
matter.
how this whole blood bond thing works. Like I said, I've only ever heard the stories. But so can she make you do things or something?
Yeah, are you about to tell us that you were part of some sort of like
No,
plan regarding this or what?
I could have been a chess piece. She wanted the control, but right now with the bond that me and her have, I pretty much have to try to protect her as much as I can. However, it's not like I'm gonna attack you guys unless it's her orders. So if anything happens and she tells me to attack you guys, if she's one of the masterminds, just stab me and put me somewhere else. The only way to get a release from this for me at this point
Yeah.
is
Is for
death.
her to die.
Then, yeah.
Lindsay needs to die. Is
Yes.
there no other way to like break a blood bond?
Unless I stay away for a long time, but that's gonna start eating me alive.
Damn, this blood bond is
Holy
some
shit.
serious business. Okay.
So
Well,
now
that
you
kind of
guys
changes.
understand. Now you guys understand why I'm questioning Penelope a little bit. Now I know, Colette, you were skeptical on why I was questioning her, but I hope now you understand why.
I mean, we know that Lindsay has the same powers of like mental manipulation, so maybe Penelope is not even aware. After all,
And
she
there's
has
something
been
else
with
that
us.
there's something else you guys need to know about Lindsay.
Okay.
She diablerized the gangrel.
I mean,
Wait,
it's frowned upon, but
Diablo Rising is
Pretty much feeding them dry and take their powers.
Right.
She has gangrel powers.
So that is not good, right? Like we shouldn't do that.
No.
That is pretty much a death penalty.
This city does have a dark past with the gangrel. There was like a whole war, basically.
Do you know if it happened during that war? The like whatever was happening with the old prince or whatever?
I I couldn't tell you guys. She only
Is there like an exception for this or no?
The only time you could really get away with it is during a blood hunt. People still don't. Some people still don't necessarily respect that decision, but that's like the one time you won't be penalized for doing it.
And
I guess since I'm coming clean, I can tell you guys immediately. I don't feed off humans.
what do you feed off of?
feed off?
Animals?
Colette's literally going to growl. And she's just like, this entire time has been giving you like a death stare. Ever since you started speaking about all of this. Feeds off of vampires.
Wait, I thought that was
How do you feed off vampires without getting blood bond?
Yeah, what? Are you blood bonded to everybody?
No, I'm not a blood slut. I have my contacts that feeds me off cups and stuff like that.
So wait, as long as you don't feed directly.
Directly. Like, I could feed off a blood bag, I could feed from a cup, I could feed from,
Like a vessel. If
like
it's
a
in
vessel,
a vessel, then it's fine.
it's okay.
You don't get
Yeah.
blood bond.
But
Okay.
you get bonded if you feed directly off the vein, which was what Lindsay did. She pretty much did this. You guys remember when she forced me to my knees at the safe house?
Yes, I do remember that. That was quite
Yeah,
a
that's
moment.
pretty much what she did in prison. And she forced me to fight because I was hungry, and she knew that I didn't feed off humans.
Is that even a thing that it's okay to do?
They
I
don't
have
care.
no idea. I've never heard of it.
I didn't even know that that was a thing. Let you look angry.
She has the right to be angry. And I don't blame her. I know I've been keeping a lot from you guys.
Sparta's gonna look at Nyx and say, "Well, fuck. Now what do we do?"
Like I said, if needed, stab me. If Lindsay is part of this and she orders me to attack, stab me immediately and do not hesitate. Paralyze me. If you have to kill Lindsay, kill her. That's the only way I'm going to be able to fight without being a potential threat to you guys. Because I do not want to attack you. Because you guys are the first people I've trusted in years of doing this.
I mean, if it comes to it,
You guys know what you have to do.
put you down. Colette, you're being awfully quiet. Do you have anything to add?
Guys, I need to go to the bathroom. I'm like peeing my pants. I'm sorry. I really need to go. I'm
Okay.
like trying, but I can't. I can't focus. I'll
Go.
be right back.
Colette's going to kind of hold her stare. I'm just gonna say, well, I just need to know what this means for when we go back upstairs. You say that you don't trust Penelope.
I
You're definitely
I'm
not
not gonna do
attacking
it.
Alejandro.
No, I'm not. I mean, I had the chance. And ended up saving her. You guys, look, we can pretend this conversation never happened, but just be aware. Now you guys know what actually happened at the motel.
Fuck, man. I wish he had been able to tell us all of this earlier. But as long as you keep your cool,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm hungry right now.
I mean, you dropped a pretty heavy bombshell on us. But at the end of the day, it doesn't change what we have to do tonight.
Anything else you want to tell us?
You don't have some secret cult that we don't know about, do you?
No. This was
You're not
probably the darkest secret.
sacrificing goats in the backyard, right?
No, the only thing that I can tell you guys is one of the biggest reasons why I was never hungry or before the blood hunt started was because I had I had a contact outside of the city that would pretty much that I would read from and then come back. And Colette, I can see that stare and I apologize. That's the closest thing I can do right now. Might not make it any better, but
Well, let's just get the job done.
It's all we can do. We can deal with all of this bullshit another time.
And with that, Colette's gonna start walking upstairs, back out of the safe house, and we're actually gonna take a break there.